Hello, this is Mrs. Pullen for Algebra 2, Lesson 3.02. This is Part 2. I'm going to continue on with additional applications of the remainder and factor theorem. So we're looking at example number 6. We're given a function, and notice in addition to the variable x, we have a variable k. We're told that the remainder when f of x is divided by x plus 1 is 21, and we're going to use those clues in order to find the value of k. So, what do I know? I know that by the remainder theorem, if I go ahead and I find the 0 of my divisor, which in this case is -1, and I substitute it into the function, I'll get the value of the remainder. So that would be -1 squared plus k times -1 plus 11. And we know that f of -1 is equal to 21. So now I can create an equation. I'm going to replace this f of -1 by 21. I'm going to simplify the right-hand side of this equation. -1 squared is +1. K times -1 is -k plus 11. I'm going to combine like terms on the same side of the equal sign, so that's 12 minus k, and now I can solve for k by subtracting 12 from both sides of the equation. I get 9 is equal to -k, divide both sides by -1, and k is equal to -9. So this is an application of the remainder theorem. Let's look at number 7. So it's the same concept, but slightly different. We're given a function, and we're told that x minus 1 is a factor of f of x. So now we can use the factor theorem to find that k term. What the factor theorem says is if I take the factor or the divisor and I set it equal to 0 and I solve, and then I substitute into the original function, that remainder will be 0 since I'm told that x minus 1 is a factor. So what can I now do? I'm going to take 1 and substitute it wherever I see x. I now know, since x minus 1 is a factor, that f of 1 is 0, and I can simplify. 1 cubed is 1 times 2 is 2. K times 1 is k, and then minus 9. I combine like terms on the same side of the equal sign, and 2 minus 9 is -7 plus k. I now solve for k by adding 7 to both sides, and now I figured out that k is 7. Here's a Regents problem from a recent Regents. August 23 was only 2 years ago, or slightly under 2 years. And we're given a polynomial, and notice instead of k, they're using a, and we're told that this function g of x has a factor of x minus 3, and we're going to use that to find a. So I'm going to take x minus 3, that factor, and solve to find the 0 by adding 3 to both sides. I know since x minus 3 is a factor of g of x, that f of 3 has to be, or rather g of 3 has to be 0. I'm now going to substitute 3 in wherever I see x. I know g of 3 is 0 because x minus 3 is a factor of g of x. 3 cubed is 27. 3 squared times a is 9a, minus 15 plus 6. I'm going to combine like terms, so 27 minus 15 is 12, and 12 plus 16 is 18. I'm going to subtract 18 from both sides of the equation, and now I'm going to divide both sides by 9, and a is equal to -2. And that's the answer. I hope this was helpful.